Hi, welcome back to Jam. I'm Adrian here with Jason and Mandy. There are chemicals in the water that make the frogs gay.
Really?
Yes. In case you have never heard that before from the late, great Alex Jones. There are chemicals in the water, and they turn the frogs gay.
Interesting.
I guess I'm a frog.
So, is there chemicals in the water that make people gay?
Yeah, that's how I happened. That's his comparison. That is his.
Oh, kind of like the frogs. At least the male frogs don't just have one mate. They have multiple mates, and so frogs are inherently polyamorous.
Yes, but you see that with a lot of animals, and it's not because they're polyamorous. They have no concept of a romantic relationship. They're just trying to jizz in everything and get as many babies as possible.
I completely agree with you. Tell the scientist who wrote the paper.
He just wanted to try to support his monogamy. His marriage is probably going through a rough patch.
So in case y'all haven't figured out, we're talking about conspiracy theories today.
And Adrian has got a few.
Oh man, I refuse to go down rabbit holes, so I just have bits and pieces of a lot of them. Did you know Pokemon Go was theorized to be a government surveillance psyop?
See, what I heard about the Pokemon Go was Chinese, Japanese, who has Pokemon Go?
Everyone has Pokemon Go.
No, I mean, who, it's like, what kind of, like, who?
I think it's China, but I am not sure.
Okay.
Why? What did you hear?
They are the ones that mass did this and released it over in America so that they could get a layout of America from people's phones.
Oh my god.
Because when you're going through, it shows you maps, like where
they
everything
can't
is.
just get a map anywhere. They have to do
go
it through
Google
the
Maps
phone.
and get something.
Any online map would do.
McDonald's, Dallas, Texas. It will literally give you.
And the reason, and I did get the reason on this one, the reason is because in the one fucking time people read the terms of agreement, it states, we may disclose any information about you, in parentheses, or your authorized child that is in our possession or control to government, law enforcement officials, or private parties. So everyone took that and ran off of it. It was like, oh no, the government's spying on us, which they're doing that already. And, you know, I think I would like law enforcement officials to have access to that information in case, you know, stupid children wander around and get snatched up. Because I'm pretty sure that's happened.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's happened too. Well, I got one. One is called the Hollow Earth, and that is where, as the name implies, the Earth is hollow, and somehow it's this paradise that has Nazis and other people just living in paradise and aliens and stuff.
That sounds fucking stupid.
Inside the Earth. Yes.
Well, where the hell is my invite?
I'm not sure.
Would there not be two big ol' holes in the middle of literally anywhere that people would start falling into? I don't...
No. The holes are in the northern pole and the southern pole. So only special rich people
We would still see these holes.
Listen, don't justify seeing holes. There's probably some magical beam that covers them up so you can't see them, like holographic projectors.
Like, if you go to the North Pole, there's some kind of magic field that hides Santa's workshop.
Santa's probably in on it.
Santa's in the Hollow Earth.
Santa's in the Hollow
Oh,
Earth.
fuck.
100% guaranteed at this.
We gotta go to Hollow Earth. I need to meet Santa.
I bet you they're all in the Hollow Earth. The Easter Bunny, the leprechauns.
God's in the Hollow Earth.
Yes, we're looking the wrong way.
Oh my god.
We've got it reversed.
It's the Satan up in the universe.
It's where all the dark matter is.
Hell's supposed to be there.
Right?
Oh fuck.
Let's go.
Oh my god. Is there anything else of like importance for the Hollow Earth thing, or are they just in the same area of batshit as the Flat Earthers?
Yes.
Oh.
They are in the same. They're in the same scope as the Flat Earthers.
NASA's lying.
Right.
NASA's
Same
lying.
scope, only they do realize the Earth is round because it has to be round to have a hollow center.
Whoa. Let's not go there.
No place for logic.
No,
Okay,
none.
gotcha.
None.
Oh,
So-
goodness.
As I've gone through some research, and I found that there are multiple entrances in order to get into this utopia of Hollow Earth, and that's where all the Nazis and the other people have made it in there. Such places are there's one in Paris, France, Staffordshire in England, Montreal in Canada, Hangzhou in China, and the Amazon rainforest all have entrances into the Hollow Earth.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, sure, yeah.
My question is, if only rich people and Nazis
And aliens.
and aliens
Oh
can
my God.
occupy this, how did the information get leaked out? Because if you stumbled across this, I'm pretty sure you would not be living to tell the tale,
No.
because they would want to guard that secret.
Surely not.
No one wants to hear your logic, okay?
Now, it's funny that you mentioned Nazis because the far right is also responsible for things such as Pizzagate. And, what is it? Yes, all politicians are reptilians.
There is a higher reptilian race that lives in Hollow Earth as well. Facts.
Well,
Okay, yeah.
aliens,
That's where
right?
they come from.
So-
Yes. Along with their brothers, the dead aliens that are sucking our souls right
Oh
now.
my god. Suck my soul harder, daddy.
Hot.
I made myself uncomfortable. Where do we want to start? We want to start with the fake moon landing.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
Do we want to talk about that?
we can keep going. We've already slapped people hard in the face with conspiracy theories. so-
Well, yeah, go ahead, because on Netflix they do have some conspiracy shows, and they go through and explain they tell you what the conspiracy is, and they have people explain why they believe in it, and then they have scientists on why you shouldn't believe in it, and there's more than just the moon landing. There's Princess Diana, and a bunch of other ones. I can't remember off the top of my head, but
Flat Earth.
no, they didn't have flat Earth on there.
That was the YouTube video we watched.
Gotcha.
Right? Yeah, these are more like they were timed. They were older.
Gotcha.
The
Yeah.
old conspiracy, the OG conspiracy
Yeah,
theories.
Yes.
like where this kind of took off from. They're like the original conspiracy theories.
But I like the Flat Earthers' conspiracy theories. If they can't see the Earth being round, how can it be real? It must be flat at that.
I want them to just send their top representative into space. Like, give this asshole a single fucking trip into space.
Because
just so
he
we
can see
can-
the front part, but he can't see the back part, so,
So
it
it's
still
flat.
only looks flat.
Yes.
And it only looks round because the windows of the spacecraft or the helmet, if he gets to do a spacewalk, is fish-eyed lens.
That's fucking stupid.
But that's how they rationalize it.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And they believe in God.
Not all of them.
No, not all of them, but a lot of the big proponents of it do.
Yes.
They'll believe in something they can't see in that,
Yes.
but they don't believe in a round Earth because they can't see it.
Right.
We covered some cult mentality.
They
before.
actually believe, like they originally did way back when the church was really big on Earth being the center and everything else revolving around it. And then
Oh my God.
when the guy discovered that we are just stationary and we revolve for our.
Didn't they jail him for that?
They did. They did. Then they came around to it, and by then he was a crazy monk dude.
Well, yeah.
Because he lived against, I think, and you might want to fact check me on this, he lived with the monks. Because they didn't really imprison him.
I can't even recall his name right now, so
It wasn't Galileo. Was it?
I'm not sure.
Maybe.
We'll look up. We'll look it up. But I also like how they'll take levels onto airplanes.
And not just any size level, like little bitty.
Tiny ones. So I want to get a big ass ball, like a 10-foot round ball, and then put a level on the top of it so it's level. And then there's your reason right there.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, I doubt that they're scientists. I doubt that they are carpenters and they know how to use a tool or even use a level to begin with. So that is your first problem.
The person who did this this experiment is so sure of his work. And it makes me so sad. It does, because he looks like he could be an intelligent young man.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
And then he pulls this out of his ass, and I'm hoping, honestly, that it's a scam. I'm hoping he's just in on it and knows the people are batshit crazy, but they'll never come out and say it.
If you have to hide the fact that you believe that something is wrong, like the flat earthers, they're people who believe that the earth is flat and they stay in the closet on that and they don't tell people, then you are embarrassed of that. So deep down you do have an issue with your believing in that, and you don't fully believe in that, because if you were, you would 100% defend your belief.
I have been in the closet for many a thing. This is not in the closet worthy. Nobody's gonna literally lynch you because you're a flat earther.
No, but
they're gonna look at you like you're
understand what I'm
stupid.
saying. You're in the closet of being stupid enough to believe that the earth is flat.
Right. Yeah. No, and that's the phrase they use. They say I'm in the closet.
You are a stupid individual for believing in that. It's that belief is kind of ridiculous.
Well, no, and then I think it falls apart when they'll point at the other planets and say they're round. But ours is not.
Which doesn't make any sense.
No.
And
Okay, so I'm just gonna draw what I think it would look like if everything was flat. So, like, if the Earth was flat, and I'll post this up. If the Earth was flat, and then let's say that they think the other planets are flat, right? Then we have a bunch of planets that are doing this, that are facing us while the Earth is flat, to look round and also be flat, and it's just
Right.
God.
Right.
It's just.
So when you take a telescope and you look at another planet, you don't see it from the side. You see it from the top. So it's facing 90 degrees around the Earth as it rotates around the sun with us.
Yeah.
But our planet is
flat.
It's horizontal.
Horizontal.
And the other ones are vertical.
And the other ones are vertical, so we can see them as they're going around.
But what keeps the water in and keeps us from doing whatever is the Antarctica is completely around
Does that
the outer
mean
edge.
they believe in global warming? Because if that barrier goes, man, we're all fucked.
Yes.
But no. But then you have the people that think we're in a globe. You have the ones that think Antarctica, the ice in Antarctica keeps everything in, and you have the ones that think we're a globe.
We're in a magic dome.
Yes. Did you not see that part?
Dome.
So the magic dome is going to keep the fucking ice cap that's melting from not just leaking all the water into space?
My problem with it is, if we have a dome, then why are we so worried about the ozone?
They're not, apparently.
Apparently not.
I don't think
because
they are.
If you have a dome, if you have a magic dome, then no matter what you do, you're not going to be able to destroy that dome.
No, they're walking down the fucking street spraying aerosol cans all day. They don't give a shit. They've got a dome.
Wearing tinfoil hats in the 130-degree California weather.
Well, right. And what my issue with this is, you believe what you want to believe, think what you want to think. I think you're crazy for not acknowledging science, but I have a 9-year-old nephew, and he gets on YouTube, and his parents monitor it. They know where he goes to, but he stumbled upon a YouTube video about how the Earth is flat. And I don't know if he still does. He found it when he was 7 or 8. Believes that the Earth is flat.
Lord help us all.
But he's not in the, and he's very smart, but he doesn't have the reasoning and ability really to understand that it is a conspiracy theory that hasn't been proven. And he will tell you, or he did tell you, that the Earth was flat, and you couldn't change his mind. So that's what you're doing. You're inflicting this on children who don't know, don't understand.
No. They think they're right, so they don't care that they're influencing children.
Well, but
True.
If you're smart about it, you want to get the children to question it. You don't want them to think it's absolutely right without a doubt. You do have the crazies out there that are beyond that,
It's
but you do
cult.
have people out there. Exactly. So that's my issue with it. And that's why I think they're all stupid. And I will be against it, because you're putting in false information out there that hasn't been proven for kids to come across on and believe it, and they will not pay attention in science.
Except it has been proven, and it's been proven wrong, and they just won't fucking give up.
Right, but they're kids. You could take any science video and any pictures of the planet and show it to them, and they're gonna go, no, it's flat. You know why they're gonna say it's flat?
Because it's
on a
already-
piece of paper.
It's already in their head that it is flat.
Exactly.
So. But I think...
How do you fly from Japan to California on a flat Earth?
Everything's flat. You don't go around anywhere. You
Right.
go flat across.
But do we eventually hit a wall? Have we just not found that wall yet?
Exactly. Yeah, we just haven't.
you go back and forth. You don't go around. You go back and forth.
See, we're in a video game, and
But how do you... If they showed me their map, which looks like the map of the Earth but flat, how do you go from Japan to California without going over Europe or Africa?
You do, according to them, because these people have also never taken flights before.
No, they did, because God did the level trick.
The one person did. I still have hope for him.
I don't, because he believed the fucking level was proof that the Earth was flat.
Did he? Did he, or is he just fucking with everyone?
Not that the plane was level as it's flying.
Because it kind of has to be level.
You know, science.
All right, so because flat Earth in particularly pisses me off, I want to talk about a conspiracy theory that I wish was true, just for the sake of it being true and me not having to deal with the person that it's about. So there's another conspiracy theory that's floating around that says J.K. Rowling is not a person, is not a real person. She's a team of writers, and the J.K. Rowling that we see is a paid actress. And can I just say, fuck, I wish that were true.
Is this not Iron Man 3? What's the Iron Man that they had that one paid actor act like the terrorist person?
Iron Man 3.
Yeah. Isn't this that conspiracy theory?
It
It's a
might
fucking movie.
be. it might be someone who has been very, very heartbroken by J.K. Rowling, just wanting her to.
And they do have another conspiracy theory about a celebrity. Apparently, Avril Lavigne died way, 10 years ago, and they found a person that looked just like her.
Avril Lavigne's career died about 7 to 10 years ago.
They found someone that looked just like her to impersonate her, and she is being paid to be Avril Lavigne so that they could keep her going. First of all, who would want to do that?
I don't know, but this falls right in line with Elvis is still alive, and freaking the Beatles guy died on that album where the cover has them walking across the street, because their proof to this is that whatever his name is, God, I wish I should have looked it up, is not wearing shoes. All the rest of them are wearing shoes.
John Lennon?
Isn't John Lennon dead though?
He is now, but he wasn't when that.
I think it's Paul McCartney.
Oh, he's still alive today.
Yes.
Okay. That would be, yeah. Ringo. Is Ringo? Ringo's not.
But they say he's dead.
Yes, it is Paul McCartney that they said is dead in that conspiracy theory.
And it's based off of that album cover, because he's not wearing shoes. All the others are wearing shoes. That's right. And what Adrian said, they're all have their left foot forward. Paul McCartney has his right foot forward. So that's the conspiracy theory, is that he died way back then, and this has all been some paid person to just act like Paul McCartney this whole time.
Not everybody walks in sync.
Yeah, it couldn't have been set up to be like that.
Just didn't want to fucking wear shoes on the album cover. Leave him alone.
He didn't want to be like the rest of the group. Give him a fucking break.
On the topic of celebrities and conspiracy theories, Keanu Reeves is a vampire.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Oh, I hope he is.
No, he's not.
I want to be.
He just has really good skin.
If you look at some of the photos he's taken down, even in the newest Bill and Ted, you could definitely see
he's aging.
that he's aged.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can see him aging.
He still looks damn good, but you can tell he's aging.
He takes care of his
got
skin.
Very good genes.
Take John Wick 3, put it in your little DVD player, stream it online, and watch how the old man runs all of a sudden. It looks hard.
Yeah.
You can see he struggles with running. And you can see it in the Bill and Ted new movie too.
You can. Because my uncle's favorite thing to do when he watches a Keanu Reeves movie is watch him run, because he has the most awkward and weirdest run
He's
ever.
lanky. Like,
But
what is
he
supposed to do with all that limb?
Okay. And you can't use a stunt double for that.
No.
He's really running, because you can't get a stunt double to run like Keanu Reeves.
No, you can't. It'd be completely, you'd be able to tell.
Yeah.
It's like, look, that person has athletic in their blood. That's not Keanu Reeves.
That person can actually run.
No, but other than that, he moves around really good.
Oh, absolutely.
But he trains for all of that.
Yes, and what do they say? Motion is lotion for ligaments. Move around, work out. You'll be able to have your agility last a bit longer.
Yeah. I just find it particularly funny because he looks like this old Renaissance painting. If you look at fucking anyone and you find the right Renaissance painting, they're gonna look similar.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, my mind.
It's like there's only so many gene combinations. Where did you go?
So you're telling me all black people look the same?
Stop it.
Well, on that, all white people look the same.
Oh,
All
absolutely.
Hispanic people look the same. But in all seriousness, you can be traced
The human
down
face.
to where it first started.
The human
you
face
only
can
have
only
so
do so
many
much.
people at the beginning.
Right, yeah.
The human face can only do so much. Like, you can only really.
Just like cats and just like dogs and other animals. Their basically we got 11 cats, and almost all of them look the same. You can tell the ones that are more feline and more wild than the others, but they all look the same.
They look like a fucking cat. So
It's a painting. It's not a picture.
It's not.
It's an artist's interpretation
of some person.
someone.
We have.
And if somebody had an ugly nose, what are you going to tell the painter? The same thing you tell someone who's taking a
Fix it.
picture. Photoshop it.
Damn Skippy.
I mean, we have this amazing website called This Person Does Not Exist. And it is AI technology that just takes bits and pieces from photographs that already exist on the line. It makes a complete different person. Of course, it looks similar to a lot of people. It has to use human features.
Well, right. And, and you have people that look... My cousin adopted 2 little kids, and there's a little boy, and he looks almost identical to her brother when he was little. I kid you not. There are some pictures she takes that you can hold a picture of the both of them up together, and they look almost identical, and they are no way, shape, or form related.
Right.
Because you have... What is that?
He said right.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm kind of upset about it.
Aw.
I think that's the first one this episode.
Shut the fuck up.
But it is. I mean, you can take pictures. I can take a picture of you, and I can find your doppelganger somewhere. I can take a picture of you and find 10 people that look like you, 10 people look like you, Jason, 10 people that look like me.
Don't you be looking for my doppelganger online?
I'm looking for
will.
your doppelganger
I will.
online.
You're gonna pay for that.
What?
Like literally, you're gonna have to pay to see my doppelganger online.
Your doppelganger?
Don't worry about
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, that took a turn.
Oh.
Okay, what you got?
Okay, so the one that I have written down, there are conspiracy theories that Walt Disney is frozen. And I hate this conspiracy theory because it's just really fucking disrespectful.
I will tell you, I did think this theory was true when I was little. But then again, you have a lot of adults that think this theory is right.
Right.
And they tell you, and so you're going to believe what it's not true. And in fact, that's on the documentary on Netflix. He's not frozen.
And even if, let's say, for an increment for a second that this was fucking true, why does it matter to you?
True.
What the fuck is your problem? Because, say, this is a gateway into new technology that we can see in the future, we're not gonna know until he's unfrozen. And for all we know, he's a fucking vegetable. And yeah, that's what we wanted to do to everyone.
But there are people that say other celebrities or other famous people are frozen as well.
Cryogenics does not exist yet and will likely not ever. We are closer to seeing artificial intelligence before we ever see cryogenics because the biological body does not hold very well.
Well, and I mean, it has been shown that people who get a wound, in a serious wound, they're like in Alaska or something, and they fall into the river or something like that through ice. That slows the body's response to pump blood, and it has slowed down the flow of blood, which in turn saves their life.
Right.
They're trying to go off of that theory and make it...
You can slow it down, but you can't stop it.
Right, no, right. But I think that's where they're trying to pull that from.
I would rather have my mind downloaded into a robot.
Honestly, yeah. The biological body is going to break down. So even if cryogenics does work, you're looking at like this 90-year-old decrepit man that is fucking...
Well, right, because you don't have the technology to, like, the nanobots or whatever to
just save the biological
heal
body.
and, save the body. The body is going to decay.
And when you unthaw them, could it not possibly speed up that process?
Exactly.
So you unthaw them and all of a sudden they just goop up on you?
Well, I mean, think about this. You freeze a human body for X amount of years. You've basically petrified them at that point.
Well, right. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're freezer burnt. That's a freezer burnt human.
You know?
I'm good, thank you. What did you have on the moon?
I do not have a lot on the moon, but I do want to talk about where these bird drones are coming from.
Hit us with it.
Bird drones.
Is that your next invention?
The CIA assassinated JFK after he refused to kill and replace billions of birds with drones. In Area 51, a team of Boeing engineers are held for a secret military mission. It is called Turkey X-500.
You're full of shit.
Oh my fucking god! Please tell me that's real.
This is actually more stupid than okay, I'm just gonna say it. This is stupider than the flat Earth thing.
Shit! Oh my god!
Turkey X-500 is a robot used to hunt down large birds so they can be replaced with drones.
So my cat outside, when it kills birds, it's not killing birds, it's killing drones. Then why do they smell when they decompose?
Don't you bring your logic into this.
It doesn't count where we are now because it's not a big enough city to be worth spying on.
No, it is. They haven't gotten all the birds.
I thought there was a task force and everything.
Yeah, but they're not done yet.
When did this task force?
2 years ago.
I am just
So
impressed.
no. So this happened 2 years ago, but JFK was assassinated because he wouldn't kill a bunch of birds and replace them with drones.
So it slowed the progress down until recently.
I just want to talk about these amazing engineers that are making these drones poop. These are pooping drones. They thought about it. They went to the next level.
They see through the drone's eyes and they say, I don't like that person. And they tell the bird to shit on them.
The CIA took out 12 billion feathered fugitives because the directors within the organization were annoyed that birds had been dropping fecal matter on their goddamn car windows.
I think this is money that could have been better spent elsewhere.
Nah, it's fine.
Like for our veterans.
I don't believe this conspiracy theory, but I do not doubt for a second if we could spend the money on it, we would.
The targets, aka birds.
No. Certain politicians are going to get a hold of this and they're going to go, that's what we're going to do.
The birds were eradicated between 1959 and 1971 with specially altered B-52 bombers stocked with
But they couldn't have been eradicated if it only started 2 years ago.
That's when the theory started.
Oh, I meant the bird thing earlier
Now
when
you
the
know.
group.
Now you know when.
This is retarded.
Don't you question this theory.
It's about as bad as the reptilians.
They were then supplanted with flying robots that could survey America.
But if we have drones, why do we still need the bird bots?
We have cell phones.
But nothing can replace
That say track my location
bird
for
drones.
Facebook.
Cell phones are significantly more efficient than bird drones. I have to go outside for bird drones to be efficient. You know who doesn't go outside?
You a whole lot. Oh.
Oh my god. No more.
What do you have?
You're looking.
What do you have other than the birds?
Nothing. I'm done with the stupidity rabbit holes. I don't have anything else. I looked.
So, when did the Pizzagate thing start?
Birds are drones, y'all watch out.
I'm done with the drones.
They're drones.
So much so I'm going to Pizzagate, which is even more stupid.
So Pizzagate is on the list of conspiracy theories that this is when conspiracy theories turn from something that's funny to make fun of because haha these people are so stupid they believe in this thing to this is now dangerous.
Right.
Because the way Pizzagate blew up is because people legitimately thought that Hollywood was using a pizza place as an underground sex trafficking wing, which is not true. So someone decided to take justice into their own hands, this pizza place that doesn't have a basement to do this anyways, and shoot the place up. Someone died. There was a lethal death because this person was able to have access to information on the internet that wasn't fucking true. And someone got hurt because of it.
Wow.
That's really shitty. And see, this is what's wrong with, and like I was saying earlier about little kids finding this information and believing this. A grown person who couldn't use logic or just, I don't even know the word, basic common sense, right and wrong, to go shoot a place up. It doesn't matter if even if they were doing it, that it could have been an innocent person because they do have a pizza place selling real pizza, right? So people still use it, not knowing what it truly is. An innocent person could die.
And if you want to play hero, fucking whatever, have the sense enough to like do your own investigation. If you have to be so creepy that you have to sit in front of this pizza joint and make sure little kids aren't coming in and out, you know what? You do you go do it. Be the fucking vigilante. But to just go in blindly and to pull some bullshit like this is not okay.
No, it's not okay. And the bad thing about it is that they gained emails from one of the Clintons and somehow came to the conclusion that they contained coded messages. And that's what contained coded messages linking those people to human trafficking, child sex ring.
Right, like if you called up in order to told them who you were and ordered a certain kind of pizza, you were getting a certain kind of kid.
Right.
Right.
And this brings me back to it's because I haven't seen it, but I have yet to see the far left spread something as violent as this, but that's only because I haven't, that's not something that I have researched into. I'm sure it's out there. Yeah. But this is another example of really alt-right people from media outlets such as fucking 4chan, 8chan, and then spreading it all over Twitter that take this.
Well, right. So, and also, like, the one I recently saw is the LOL dolls that have the tattoos that show up if you run them under cold water.
Yeah.
And they were dipping them in cold water, pulling them out and saying, oh my God, look at this, look at this. They're trying to hide this. No, they're not, because they show the actual tattoo pictures on the box.
The box also says that they spit and piss. So if you're not looking at the box close enough to see that.
Well, and now they have a problem with dolls that have a hole where they peed out of. When I grew up and I had a doll that, you fed and that peed, you squeezed his tummy and it jetted out of the area and it peed. You changed the diaper. These aren't new dolls. They've existed. But because you want to think that, oh my God, everyone's trying to, rape kids when that's not the case. Not everyone's trying to do it. It doesn't make any sense.
So things like Pizzagate also really what they do is they turn the attention of what the attention should be onto other things, because we will get nowhere in the area of actually stopping child sex trafficking with things like Pizzagate doing this, because it makes the issue seem just it lessens the impact of what's actually happening. It takes away from movements that are actually trying to stop child sex trafficking. The whole Epstein didn't kill himself, that meme, is actually not progressive because it then turns something that should be really seriously investigated into a giant fucking internet joke.
Right. Yeah, no, it does. And I mean, whether you like him or not, Ashton Kutcher has went to Congress and has spoken out on human trafficking and all of that. You're not supporting that. You think he's part of Epstein's thing and you think he's doing it as a cover, then what is it exactly that you're trying to do? Because the people that are trying to stand up for this and are actively out there trying to find these places and shut them down and get these people arrested are trying to do that, and you are doing nothing but...
You're stirring the pot to cause shit.
Exactly.
So places like 4chan, they have started QAnon. They have started Pizzagate. They have so they do this to both mock and distract from the real issues because they know that they can be convincing enough to stupid people.
Right, because while Karen is out there dipping dolls in ice water, because you still bought the dolls, they still got their money. It doesn't matter if you're on YouTube showing people. How many people did you reach on that YouTube? Just don't buy your kid the dolls.
It's funny to me how things like Pizzagate are all for fuck child sex trafficking until, and I hate to use this phrasing because it highlights what I'm trying to portray, but I don't necessarily like the phrase. It's until one of their own, or until people that they like suddenly are, hey, that's a fucking child molester, and then they suddenly turn a blind eye, and they don't want to talk about it or acknowledge it.
Yeah, well, and there's also, you're buying this stuff showing that dolls are peeing and they have anatomically correct places and all of this, and you're showing it all over YouTube. What does that have to do with anything in helping the actual cause, actually stopping this from happening?
Like, what are you doing? This wow, shock factor.
Pretty much.
You're bringing awareness to the wrong thing.
They're trying to bring awareness to themselves at that point.
No, right. You are at that point seeking your own 15 minutes of fame.
It's all about views.
I cracked a conspiracy theory. Look at me.
Even though it says on the box.
Right.
Tattoos.
Thanks for jamming with us. Next time we're going to talk about singing.
And how it makes you feel.
See you next time. Bye.